Hi everyone, my name is Donnie Lowy. I have a wholesale closeout business in New York called Closeoutexplosion.com. Hope you're doing really well. Today I'd like to discuss with you how you can avoid having a fire sale at your business, whether it's a wholesale or retail business. A fire sale simply means that you need to sell the merchandise really quickly. Fire sales usually happen when a business isn't moving enough inventory and the bills start piling up, or the business has lost its lease or needs to close for some reason. Let's examine the reason that it's within your control, and that is that the sales have decreased as compared to your expenses, right? Because we can't control if the landlord has ended your lease. We can't control if there's such as now if there's a coronavirus taking place. So we're going to look at situations that are within our control. And what is within our control is to try to use strategies, even though nothing's guaranteed. Everything ultimately is in God's hands, but it is within our control to try to put on our effort, and we could try to put an effort to increase sales. So what do we do if we're getting to a situation where we feel the pressure of our expenses rising, we haven't sold enough merchandise, and we're contemplating making a fire sale? And we want to avoid that situation, because at a fire sale, we're going to end up selling the merchandise, or someone would end up selling the merchandise at pennies on the dollar. So the first thing we need to do is to have an inventory of the merchandise that we have for sale. We need to know how many handbags we have, how many dresses we have, how many shoes we have, or whatever the item that you're selling at your store, through your website, or through your warehouse. So let's say you've determined now that you have brand name handbags, you have brand name office dresses, you have brand name office suits, and you have children's shoes. So now you have an inventory, now you know what you could work with, right? You know what you need to sell. The first step is, I would recommend to look at your existing customer base, see who has bought those items from you in the past, call up those customers, and offer those items to those customers. You could offer them at your regular wholesale price because they bought those items from you at your regular wholesale price or regular retail price before, and they have a willingness to buy those items. If you need to, you could always offer the prices at a discount. This way you can try to give them more of an incentive to buy from you, and maybe you can even tell them if they buy more than they would regularly buy from you, you'll even give them a little bit bigger sale. Next thing is, you could look for a list of stores that carry those items, then call those stores and offer them your items on a wholesale business. You don't need to be a wholesaler to sell wholesale. In other words, if you have a store and you have merchandise which you could sell at a wholesale price, then call stores who need that merchandise. You could also go to a local flea market or swap meet and look for vendors that sell those kinds of items and offer those items to the vendors. You could also make a list of websites. Make a list of websites that sell those items, contact their website owners, and offer them to sell them that merchandise. Now you can also run a sale, but instead of waiting to the last minute, where you're going to have to offer a really dramatic sale price, do it gradually. In this way, this way you'll encourage customers to come because they're going to want to buy the stuff before it's sold out. And if you know what you would do is, let's say you would keep reducing the price as the days goes by, but at the same time, as long as the reduction is gradual, people are not going to want to wait that long, because they're going to see that as the prices are reduced, you're going to be selling more and more merchandise, and there's a chance you're going to be selling more and more merchandise. So they're not going to wait the last minute, as opposed to you making a fire sale where at the last literally minute you have to move that merchandise and you're going to sell it at substantially below your cost. So there's definitely ways, there's strategies you can avoid waiting for the last minute. And the best strategy, I would say, is to contact the end user, someone who actually needs that merchandise and is not even buying it for resale, they're buying it for themselves, because they're going to generally pay the best possible price. Remember that a reseller needs to make a profit, and if they're already buying from the regular wholesaler, then they're going to already used to be buying it at a wholesale price, and they're only going to buy it from you if you could offer it for less than that wholesale price. All right, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. My website is closeoutexplosion.com. My phone number is 917-913-6093. You are welcome to visit my business. Have an amazing day.